NINJAKEES.
Yo ninjas, welcome back to the show. NINJABOX digitally. How are you all doing and what did you ninjas eat today? So today we're gonna draw this drawing. Yes. So sit back, relax and enjoy this video. So yeah, ninjas, drew this piece for a music song. What was needed was a art piece for that song to represent the song. The song is called The Dream. You can also check out the music and the channel in this link over here. So this piece was fully done traditional on paper with the G pen. I mostly used the G pen, this G pen if you don't know it yet, combined with the liter black ink and a mechanical pencil. So that is mostly what I used for making that piece in existence. Also use an eraser from the brand Mono. That is a really good eraser, at least in my opinion. Also on normal A3 sized paper, 300 grams paper. It's basically normal printer paper, and that is yeah, what I mostly use for these types of traditional drawings. So yeah, this piece was quite a challenge. There were some trial and errors in this piece. Learned some new things along the way. This piece that I'm actually drawing right now is the second try. The first one was kind of a miscommunication from my side. I didn't quite hear it or miscommunicated it into my ears, and because of that I drew the wrong drawing. And yeah, that's a learning experience, you know, when you get missions, and that is a good thing, you know, so you can improve on it. Better now than later, right? So he wanted to have a guitar in his hand, so I drew him with the guitar. So I searched on the interwebs for guitars. So he said like a bass guitar, so I thought, okay, yeah, let's search for a guitar. So I found this guitar and I thought, hey, well, this must be the guitar, because he said bass guitar, and I thought there were only two types of guitars, or yeah, something in that direction, like a traditional guitar and an electric one, but it had to be a bass guitar, so went totally wrong on this piece. As you can see here, this was not the purpose, since he plays a bass guitar and I drew an acoustic guitar. So yeah, that was my first attempt of making that piece. So it's really important to communicate right what you have to draw and clearly write it down for yourself, or have some kind of a memory what to draw. So yeah, that was really stupid. But yeah, a stupid mistake, I know, yeah, I know what you're saying, like, how can you think there's only two guitars? Okay, I saw small guitars, you know, back in the days, but I didn't think about it. I felt like, oh, there are two guitars, so yeah, that was one of those experiences while making this piece. Also drew like the character more from a photo, like in my way, more realistically, I mean in the sense of design. So in the end, he wanted more of a fantasy type of character instead. And yeah, that was really good, because I enjoy drawing fantasy type of characters as well. Actually, I enjoy it quite more, because you can put more of your imagination in it. And since it was more steampunk related, I also like steampunk, and he liked it as well. Or I showed some of my drawings, and he saw some of my drawings and thought, hey, oh, you can do something like that. So I thought, hey, that's cool, man, that's cool. And so yeah, so did that, and it was a really good experience. For the second attempt, also got the actual guitar how it needed to look like, the real guitar basically. So that's a good thing as well, to get that reference to make such a piece. And also the pose. So I already kind of got the pose, but now got a new pose, or well, it's mostly the same, I believe. But still, you know, that reference is kind of handy, so that you draw what people want you to draw if you get a mission like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed to make that piece like this, adding the details with a steampunk-ish style onto it. And that, yeah, I find it really cool. And to make such a fantasy type of design or something in that direction that you don't normally see a lot, because yeah, it has something special to it in some way, shape or form, you know, that special kind of magic, you know. And what do you guys think? Do you rather see like a more fantasy type of character of yourself, or more like a realistic type of stuff in the artist drawing style? While drawing these things traditionally, it sometimes is kind of troublesome with the inking. Well, it's not really a problem, but it's something to think about while making this thing in this process. Maybe you guys have already heard me talk about it, but when you ink, you know, it gets wet. And then you have to wait to get it, to let it dry basically. So while doing that, along the times figured out some ways to do something about it to make the waiting period a bit shorter, and I basically now use also some tissues and paper, or mixed with a hairdryer to make it dry faster, so you can yeah, ink the piece faster, so it's less time consuming. Next to that, I also have seen people use a lighter to make the ink dry. I'm not too sure if it actually works. And yeah, when doing that, better check out that you don't burn your drawing or the house. So, but yeah, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can also, you know, take a few minutes off the drawing and then get a fresh mind of it. But if you ink like small pieces, it might be not too handy to do such a thing. But I guess this is also your personal way of doing inking pieces. This is more, yeah, how I do it, how I share my experience to you, the way I, yeah, mostly ink these days, traditionally. I also sometimes do digital, but not so much anymore, because I feel like drawing traditional, it has some kind of thing to it, some, I don't know, the touch of it, you know, you touch the paper and the ink, and when I draw lines digital, I cannot make the same lines. Like with this G pen, when I draw lines, or when I want to draw lines like with the G pen, I haven't figured out how to get the same lines, you know. With the pressure and stuff, it just feels a bit different, I guess. But this might not always be the case, because I also drew on Cintiq, and you could get good lines with that. At least I could get it. Somehow how I imagined. But there's just, it's just different, you know. At least to me. Like, you can also make awesome stuff digitally. It's just, yeah, I prefer to draw manga comics, illustrations, traditional. But I don't exclude the digital stuff. I also do digital things here and there as well. So I think it's handy to know, to have knowledge about traditional and digital. But yeah, I'm still leveling up, improving my current skills as well. Actually, always, yeah, have to improve, you know. I think as an artist, you always can improve your skills. It never ends. Like, maybe you get sometimes at a certain peak, but I cannot really speak from experience about that. Yeah, I guess the masters know it, or yeah, I'm not too sure if they call themselves even masters, because I guess you always learn until you're dead. death, in the grave, you know? So yeah, it's like, yeah, it's basically with anything you can improve. Well, most, like, yeah, like martial arts, you can do that endless. There's so many types, and yeah. So yeah, while talking about this, also was thinking about to say what to say in this video. And yeah, if you guys have some ideas what you'd like me to speak of in the next drawing videos, while you see me drawing pieces like this, or have any questions, just comment it down in the section below. And if I have the answers, you know, we can talk about it. Or if you have any other ideas, just drop them down. Yes, ninjas! Don't forget to check the page of the music right over here. So yeah, ninjas, thank you very much for watching once again. Press all those thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more of these types of things. And also ring the bell so that you get the notifications. Very much thank you, ninjas. Thank you very much, ninjas. See you guys the next time. Have a happy Easter and have a great day, a week, a life, everything. NINJABOX digitally, and see you guys the next time. Kees out!
Yo ninjas, also check out the other episode of NINJAKEES. Arigatou gozaimasu!
Oh yeah, ninjas, one more question. Does the frog say rabbit?